Okay, so this week we will continue with array. Okay, so basically array has single dimensional array and multiple dimensional array. So last week we talked about the single dimensional array, and this week we will go with a multiple dimensional array. Okay, so before we get into the multiple dimensional dimensional array, we will review the things we taught last week. Okay, so first, you need to know how to declare the array. Okay, so first, you need to know what's the data type with a bracket and the array name. Okay, this is the way we declare this is an array. Okay, but before we use the array, you need to do is instantiate. Okay, so instantiate, we need give the size, okay, of this array. Okay, so this is the way we declare and give the size of array. Okay, so you need the keyword new with the data type and bracket. Inside is the size. Okay, once you know the size, so something will look like this. In the memory, okay, we define the size of this grid array. Okay, before we initialize before we give the each element value, the value would be the default value. Okay, so because this is the number, okay, the int is a number, so all the default value would be the 0. Okay, so since we define this array has 8 elements, so every element would be the 0. Okay, so once we declare the array and with the specific size, okay, so we are able to access each element with the index. Okay, so the index first, all the index we have is the 0-based index. Okay, what that mean? This means all the index start with 0. Okay, since right now we have the 8 elements, right? Okay, so the index would be from 0 to 7. Okay, so based on this one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, total is 8 elements. Okay, we can use index to access each different element. Okay, for example, we want to access the first element. So only thing we need to do, we just put the first element index, which is 0. Okay, use the array name with the index, okay, which you want to access. Okay, once you access, you can retrieve them, okay, or you can assign the new value to them. For in this example, we gave the new value 92 to the first element. Okay, so we just cover and give a new number to the first element. Okay, for this one, it's the same thing. We want to get the element which is index 1. Okay, so index 1 is over there, right? So basically, index 1 is equal to 0. We assign this 0 to the z. So right now, z is equal to 0, right? Okay, so once we know that, you need to know how to use the for loop to access, automatically to access every element. Okay, so this thing you have to know is first you got initialized. Because we want to initialize, because we want to access first element, right? So first element, the index always be 0. So we initialize the I, it will be the 0. Then you know this property, this will return the size of the array, okay? That means the size is 8, okay? So basically, this line will return at 8. Okay, some of you will ask why I cannot directly use the 8, rather use this line, using the array name dot length. Okay, the reason is sometimes, okay, we don't know about the size. Okay, what that mean? It means sometimes when you use them, okay, when you use them as parameter, okay, as parameter, you have no idea what's the parameter, okay, what's the size of array you're gonna to travel, you're gonna to iterate. Okay, so the best way you can do, you just call this array name dot lamp. This will automatically to return the size of element for you. Okay, if you only use the, okay, you already know this is 8. How about next time, okay, we have another array which the size is 9 or the size is 10, 11. So which means every time you need to change this number to 9, then 10, then 11. Okay, so this will make your code is very hard to reuse, it's very hard to maintain, right? Because every time you need to change the code, okay, if you have like 1,000 lines, every time you back to this part of the code you're looking for, the one you are, you want to change, you want to revise, it's not very good idea. Okay, this is the reason we're using this length to return the size of elements. Okay, so based on this, you should know, okay, we can access, because this is from 0 to 7, right? Because this, if I is less than 8, basically this I will travel like 8 times, right? From 1 to 7, okay? From here, they can access from 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, until 7. Then you can just give access each element and automatically size some random value, right? Okay, so this is some result. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, then you tell me what's the answer for this one. Okay, thank you.